Hi everybody and welcome back to Dragonite Creations. If you're new here, my name is Laurel and I love to create. And of course, one of my favorite things to create is gnomes. And I created a chef gnome a while back. He was just a little guy. He had no legs, it was just a little one. So I decided I would make a standing chef gnome for you today. So I created this little guy. He is so sweet. I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. He's got his cute little chef jacket and his spaghetti dinner, which you can change up if you don't want spaghetti, but we made him with spaghetti. I'm going to show you guys right now how you can make your very own standing chef gnome with spaghetti dinner. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off by making our hat. So we're going to cut a piece of cardboard that is 9.5 inches long by about 1.25 inch wide. And then we're just going to break it up. Break up all those little pieces inside. We're just going to make it so we can make it into a circle. And then we're just going to make it into a circle and just attach with Scotch tape at the end. A couple extra pieces just to secure it. Next, I'm taking a piece of white flannel. This is about 2 inches wide by about 10 inches long. I'm just going to hot glue down the one end here, and then we're going to put some hot glue on our cardboard ring and attach in the center and roll it up, attaching with some hot glue at the end again. Hot glue all around the inside of our circle there and tuck all that fabric inside. Same thing on the other side. Hot glue and tuck it all in there. Make sure you're getting all the little loose bits, tuck it all around. So we'll put that to the side and we're going to cut out a circle in that same white flannel, and we're going to cut this at a 10-inch diameter circle. Put hot glue all around the edge of the circle, place our ring in the middle, and then pull that fabric up through the ring. You'll have to pick it up now, separate it, and attach on the sides from the inside, just pushing the sides out. Then we're going to put a little polyfill in there to make it all fluffy. Now we are going to take a pool noodle. This one is 4 inches long and it is about 2.25 inches across. We're just going to wrap it with some white flannel. So we're just going to start rolling it up. I'm not being really picky with this. This is just to cover up the orange, so when I put the coat on later, it won't show. So we're just going to hot glue it all the way around, tack down the one end, and then trim off the other. Next, we are going to start our coat. For that, I'm using a 8.5 by 6 inch piece of white flannel. I'm just going to hot glue down the one short side, then one long side, then the other long side, just so all our edges look nice. And then for the raw side, add a strip of hot glue, add your pool noodle, wrap it around, let that last piece overlap, add some hot glue. Don't go all the way down though, because we want an opening at the bottom where the coat opens, kind of. Next, we are taking some hair foam rollers. I'm going to cut these at 4.5 inches long. Just cutting the foam itself, not the wire inside. Now remove the little white clip on the end and take your wires out. You can save these little white clips if you want to paint those black for your buttons later. If you don't have anything to use, those work great. Next, I am taking just a thin strip. This is just about 1 inch wide, and we're just going to hot glue down our sides so they meet in the middle at the back. This is just for trim for our sleeves later. Next, for our sleeves, we are going to cut 2 squares at 5 inches by about 5.25, so not quite squares, I guess. So on the one edge, we're going to hot glue just the one edge down and tack it down. So now it is going to be a 5-inch square. Same thing on our other one. Just tack down the one side. And then opposite of that, we're going to attach our hair foam roller, hot glue it in there, roll it up, and attach with hot glue at the end again. Hot glue at the end and tack down where it is a little bit extra sticking out. We're going to tack all that down around the hair foam roller. We don't want any of that purple showing through. So next, same thing with the other one. Hot glue it, roll it up, finish with some hot glue at the end, tack it down. There's our arms. Next, we're going to grab our wires, cut off the one little loop at the end on both of them, poke it on through so the pokey end is coming through where we tack that fabric down. Then add a little hot glue on the other end to keep those in place. Next, we're going to attach at the top, we're going to just attach those two wires together. Use a tool to bend them so that they cannot come apart. And then we're going to attach at the top of our pool noodle. Just bend them so that they are stuck down like arms, and then add some hot glue so everything's attached. Both sides of the arms. Next, I'm going to take that trim we made and we're going to wrap that right around the bottom of the arm. Hot gluing it all the way around. I did hot glue that one end down. This one I'll show you. This one I'm just going to hot glue the one end down. And then just wrap it around your sleeve there. Finish it off with some hot glue. Trim off those wires a little bit if they're too long. Add a little E6000 to the end of the wire. Take a polymer clay hand that I've made previously. I will leave a link in the description. We're going to add a little hot glue to that and then just pop them right onto those wires. A little hot glue and then just pop it onto the wire. Next, for our mustache, this is a piece of faux fur that I cut at 4 by 2 inches. And now I'm just going to run hot glue along the long side and then just attach together at the back. I had parted it in the middle, making space for the nose with a comb there. Then just attach at the top. Add a polymer clay nose with some E6000 and some hot glue. Put that right in the middle of the spot that I made for the nose. Now I'm going to add some hot glue just around the top of all the arms and the pool noodle itself. And put our chef hat right on top of that, making sure our arms are tucked inside of it. Add a little hot glue on the end to make that mustache look nice, and then pull the fur all around it so you can't see the seam. Little hot glue right in front by the nose. Press that nose down in front of your hat now so everything's attached. Now we're going to start on our legs. For that I used one larger hair foam roller, cut it in half. It didn't quite go half, so just even it out if that happens. Now I'm taking some black and white checkered flannel. This is 4.5 by about 3 inches is what I'm cutting these pieces at. And we're just going to run a strip of hot glue along the one side and tack it down. Same thing on the other one. Hot glue along the one side and tack it down. Next, take your hot glue, run a strip, add your hair foam roller and roll it up, finishing it off again with some hot glue. Hot glue, hair foam roller, roll up, and hot glue. Trim off the extra at the ends. Then I'm going to take these bamboo skewers I get just at Dollarama. Going to cut off the little paddle piece at the top and poke those right in through our hair foam rollers there. Add some hot glue to keep those in place. Next we'll flip our chef upside down. We're going to find our center and just pop those legs right in there. I then took these little black sticker dots that I have and I just put 6 of those all down the front of his coat, using some hot glue as well. I don't trust the stickers to stick on there personally. This is where if you want to use those little white pieces at the end of your hair foam rollers, they would work perfect. We're now going to just slide those legs out a little bit, add some hot glue, poke them back in. That one I slid out a little too far, but we'll just add some hot glue anyway, poke it back into the hole. I decided I didn't want that orange that you could see underneath, so I just kind of painted it white for now because it was really hard to wrap fabric around there once I already put everything on. Next we are going to make the booties. For this I'm just using some scrap cardboard and some Easter eggs that I'm filling with some pebbles and a little bit of sand. A little bit of hot glue around the edge. Flip your cardboard upside down. I had added some containers there you can see, and I decided those ones were too big. I don't want to use those, so we'll save those for another day. And I'm going to use these littler containers. These ones are about 1 inch high by about 1 inch across. They're just small little ones. They look more like shoes than booties in this case. So again, pebbles, some sand, some hot glue all around that. Flip it upside down, attach to our cardboard. Now we're just going to trim around those as close as you can. Next, we are taking just a strip of black minky. For this is at about 6.5 inches by 2.25 inches, and I just cut it in half, hot glue down the one side, then make hot glue all down the bottom of it, just a strip of hot glue, and at the back we're going to then just place our booty right in it and roll that up. Next, a little hot glue right on top of the egg, tack that down, then some hot glue inside the container, and tack the extra fabric all down inside there. And we have a little black shoe. Same thing on the other one. Tack down the one side, hot glue all down the one edge and down the bottom, and roll it up. Finish it off with some hot glue at the back. Hot glue on the egg, hot glue on the inside, and tack everything in. Next, we're going to put a good amount of hot glue in each one of those. Press our chef firmly into his boots, or shoes, I guess. Next, we're going to take just this little plastic fork and plastic plate that I got at Dollarama, and I'm going to now add some polymer clay. So for that, I'm just taking this cream colored, I don't have names for them, this is the inexpensive clay from Amazon. So now I'm just taking them and I'm just rolled it all out, rolled out some strands, just kind of twisting them all together. Add another strand going the opposite way so it doesn't look quite so neat. Then I'm going to take the brown and I'm going to make these little tiny balls. Make sure I got about the right size. And then I'm just going to take a ball stylus tool and just add texture all around the ball. Add some texture while it's on the spaghetti just to kind of help it stick down as well. Again, another ball. I had 3 of them. Next, some red paint. And we're just going to kind of go over that a little bit, making it look kind of like sauce here and there. And when that's all done, we're going to bake that at 130 degrees for 45 minutes. Next, we're going to add our little fork. These come in a set of, I think they're serving forks, hors d'oeuvre serving forks from the Dollarama. And then the little plastic plate. Both I'm adding with E6000 and hot glue, just to make sure everything is nice and stuck. Next, once our spaghetti dinner is all done and cool, we're going to add that to our plate with, again, some E6000 and hot glue. Get that situated on your plate exactly how you want it, because once that glue sets, it's not going to come off again. And there he is, our little gnome is all done. Well, there he is, guys. Our little chef is all done. Hope you like this tutorial, and thanks again for watching. I'm so happy to have all you guys join me. It is so nice to hear from all of you as well, so keep those comments and pictures coming. I love seeing the creations you guys have made, so keep it coming. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that so you don't miss any more awesome creations. So until our next creation, love to all.